Hi Scorpio, Scottish Gypsy here to do your fortnightly tarot and oracle reading. Scorpio, I noticed that when I was doing your pre-shuffle it was 10:10 on the clock. I just want to show you, just for authenticity and honesty, you can see it's now 10:13. So yeah, very significant angel number connected to endings and new beginnings. Let me read it for you. The angel number 1010 signifies new beginnings, personal growth and a spiritual awakening. It encourages aligning thoughts, actions and desires with your goals, suggesting the universe is supporting your manifestation. This number sequence also highlights the importance of intuition and trusting your inner wisdom. So if you start seeing Scorpio 1010 regularly, then it really could be confirmation of this reading for you. But let's see what comes through the reading. Now, lots going on, as you know, in the skies at the moment. We have a lot of retrograde energy, okay, and that really can, be themes around the past, reflecting on the past, considerations around the past, particularly with Chiron going retrograde in Aries as well. Plus this week we have first quarter moon in Scorpio. So if you think about it, that first quarter moon in Scorpio with Chiron retrograding into Aries, it really talks to, perhaps you really deepening the call to transformation. There could be themes around personal boundaries where you're needing to have faith in yourself, take the lead. So maybe there's some, a point of reflection. How is your healing journey going? I myself am a Scorpio rising, and boundaries has certainly been one of the themes of my life, and learning to protect my energy and make good decisions around relationships and personal values. So I'd love to know in the comments what your theme or your main healing theme is that you might be looking at right now. You did pull the recovery card when I was doing the pre-shuffle. So I don't know if you've recently recovered from something, and that could have been ill health, it could have been an emotional healing journey, but there is definitely a theme around recovery coming through. We also have Saturn, Mercury, Leo, also retrograde energy, so definitely a lot of reflection, introspection, and focus on the past. And yes, so how is your healing journey going? I think that's the point of reflection this week, Scorpio. And you are connected with the Death card in tarot, which is also a theme around endings, and connected to that 1010. It does seem like this might be what your reading is about today. But anywho, I'm going to shuffle the cards and we're going to see what's going to come through. Now, as you can see, Scorpio, I have my plaque, so just want to say again, I did put a post on YouTube thanking you all for helping me reach that significant milestone of 100,000 subscribers. As you might have seen from my video shared, I did the happy dance. It was a really cool day. So yeah, thank you once again, but let's get on with it. Bottom of the deck, we've got the big picture. Often this card shows up when our thinking or the way we're looking at a situation might be too narrow. We might be fixated on something and we're being told to expand our view, expand the way we look at a situation in our life. So definitely it's a time to get the big picture. Let's see. Now we do have some nice energies with Venus moving into Cancer. So you might be really enjoying time with family, friends, really valuing that. Scorpio. One more, please. All right, bottom of the deck. Bountiful harvest. Very good. Nice card to have. But it's next to potential gateway. So I don't know if there is the potential for something to come to fruition or manifest in your life to have a beautiful harvest. Let's see. We'll pull the first card, Scorpio. And we've got vulnerability. So tell me in the comments if you're feeling a little bit vulnerable at the moment, or perhaps that might be how you're feeling in the next few weeks. Vulnerable. Perhaps there's a need to open up here, to be vulnerable. You're going to know the meaning of this for you. One more for Scorpio from this deck. Gratitude and appreciation. So the universe does want you to focus on the blessings in your life and to be grateful and to appreciate what you have in your life, the people that you have in your life. It's a very high vibrational energy. So I don't know if maybe you have been a bit down, or you've not been thinking of, you know, there might be something that you don't have that you could have been fixated on. And this is about focusing on the things that you do have in your life. Being grateful for your friends, your family, your loved ones. In the split, I have intuition. So with the Scorpio moon this week, the first quarter moon in your sign, you might find that you're, extra intuitive, okay? So definitely find a time to be guided by your intuition. And if you hear me stumble over my words, definitely an effect of the retrograde energy. So Mercury retrograde is a killer on terms of communication. Okay, bottom of the deck. Sorry about the yappy dogs. I've got my door open. We've got reclaim your soul skin. Now, with the card coming out in the pre-shuffle around recovery, I don't know if you're shedding a skin, if you've been making big changes. It could be physically, it could be emotionally, it could be all of the above. You might be going through a really transformative time here, making a lot of positive changes, but they're telling you to reclaim who you truly are, your soul skin. All right, Scorpio. Two more. One more for Scorpio. All right, bottom of the deck. Use your cunning. Now, Scorpio, if ever there was a card that could connect to a Scorpio in this particular deck, it's this. Now, sometimes people think the word cunning has negative connotations, but it's talking just about, I feel like it's about around your intuition and being strategic in a situation. You know, definitely Scorpios have this in spades. So let's pull the first card. We've got believe in the impossible. So right now there's something that you might think you can't have or you can't achieve. And this is about you having faith and believing that you can. So we'll see if the Magician comes out, or potentially the Strength card, which connect to the infinity symbol. Let's get one more. Scorpio. What does this one say? Remember the little things. For me, this is going to connect to gratitude and appreciation. Like your focus might be on something that's not going well in your life, something that's not coming through for you, something that's not happening. It might be getting you down or annoying you at the moment, but this is about, you know, focusing on the blessings that you have in your life, the small things, right? Having a roof over your head, having food to eat, having friends, having family, a job that perhaps you enjoy, or even just a job that pays the bills, right? So it's about focusing on your blessings. All right, let's get on with, now what I've done here with this particular deck is I've combined the Queen of the Sun and the Queen of the Moon Oracle. I'm really curious to see what themes are going to come through for you. I do have abundance at the bottom of the deck. Beautiful card. Now, bountiful harvest and hunter moon with abundance. I do see like good things in your future. Abundance can be money. It can be just feeling that sense of happiness, contentment, feeling like you're blessed in life. So I do feel that energy around the collective at the moment. Now, your last reading that I did, the bonus last week, was beautiful. And if you missed that reading, I highly recommend you go and check it out. All right, Scorpio. One more. Bottom of the deck, we've got protection. So know that you are protected at this time, Scorpio. Now, once again, maybe there is a theme around boundaries as well, or learning to protect yourself. And we've got truth. So you've got a theme around honesty or truth. All right, Scorpio. So if you're hearing the truth, expressing the truth, facing the truth, that's the theme. And I have got a masculine coming through. The masculine. So this could be connected to a masculine. You could resonate as being a masculine. You're going to know where you sit with this. But I do feel the truth is connected to the masculine. And I have gotten the split change. Thunder moon. For some of you, there could be some challenge around the changes that you're facing. Because, you know, thunder can bring storm. Okay, so I don't know if the truth has brought some change that maybe you didn't expect. You're going to know if that's the case. But either way, the universe does want you to open up to change. So just know if you are going through any challenges, I like the fact that you've got protection. You're definitely protected. Let's get on to tarot and tie it all together. Let me make room so I can see all of these cards. Okay. Yeah, bottom of the deck I've got a Scorpio that might be a bit down at the moment. Remember how I said some of you might be focused on an area of your life, and I've no idea if it's relationships, money, work, where you might feel that you're losing or that you've lost. There could be grief or sadness around something at the moment. Fives connect to change as well. So I don't know if there's been some change in your life and you're not happy about it or you're struggling with it. They are telling you to have faith. It's next to the Hierophant, which is the Pope of Tarot. Okay, we're going to pull the first three cards. Scorpio. All right, what do we have? We have the Lovers coming through with Six of Swords. So the Lovers is major arcana for Gemini. And it's interesting, it's a number 6. And I forgot to tell you, 6 of Pentacles actually came out twice in the pre-shuffle, another 6, which is themes around balance and harmony. You might have recently made the choice to leave a person, place, or situation behind. I'm not sure if you've left the person behind or you and your person have moved, relocated. So you're going to tell me in the comments. But 6s do bring balance and harmony, so I feel good about this. I feel like you're at peace with your decision. Some of you could be on a solo trip. I'm noticing the lone person in the boat. And I think I've told you my daughter Zara is a Scorpio. She's currently traveling on her own, but with friends, but still a solo trip. I have got in the bottom of the deck 3 of Swords, 8 of Cups. I'm going to pull a third card for that row. Scorpio. Justice. Another card connected to balance. Themes around things coming into balance. Really nice to see. I feel like the universe wants you to open up to some sort of new start in your life, new beginning, Ace of Pentacles. Now, when the Ace of Pentacles in the split with Justice, there could be themes around money coming through, a settlement coming through, a lump sum coming through, a new job coming through, just a new start in your life. So really positive omen, even if there's like legal aspects for some of you as well, or contracts. I definitely feel like things are moving in a really good direction with the 6 of Swords, Justice, and Ace of Pentacles. But there is heartbreak. I definitely get this sense that someone changed direction or moved on or walked away. So tell me in the comments if some of you have recently gone through a broken heart or a separation of some kind, or maybe there's been a move here and there's been people that you've had to leave behind and there's been heartbreak attached to it. But it's in the shadows. Now with all this retrograde energy, Scorpio, especially with Chiron in Aries, retrograde in Aries, this might not have been fresh. So you might be... these feelings, 5 of Cups, 3 of Swords, 8 of Cups, they might surface in the next couple of weeks. So if you have gone something in the past, I feel like there could be some emotion around that. So perhaps you're just getting a little bit of a heads up about that. Now I have got major arcana for Gemini with the Lovers and also Libra with the Justice card. 2 more shuffles. 1 more. I feel like you're going through a positive transformation, but you have had some tough times. 6 of Swords says that, you know, you're moving through troubled waters, and I don't feel like you're out of the woods yet, but definitely you are coming back into a more balanced energy with the 6 of Swords and Justice. Some of you are single or recently become single. You're showing up as glowing though. 9 of Pentacles is someone who is doing pretty well in life. There's a strong, empowered, independent energy. You know, they're successful. They're doing well. So even though they're on their own, There's an empowered energy attached to that. Like this can show up about don't be afraid to fly solo. Some of you definitely feel have gone through a separation of some kind. And look at this, 9 of Pentacles next to the Sun. This is glow up energy, for want of a better expression. This is someone radiating health and vitality, joy, happiness. Let's get the next 3. Scorpio, Judgment. Wow. Another major arcana. In the split, got the Wheel of Fortune connected to Judgment. There's a lot of change coming through. Even 6 of Swords is changing away and going through a period of transition. So I definitely feel that in collective. Let's get the heartbeat of your reading. Strength. I called it, didn't I? I said it. I knew it was going to come through. See the infinity symbol? There is something about you connecting to that, believing that anything is possible. But it feels like you think it's impossible. So really hold on to that. You are being called to be strong at the moment. But there is, Scorpio, there's like a gentle strength. It's, I'm really connecting to all that retrograde energy, particularly with that Aries, in Chiron and Aries theme in retrograde. So you might be digging deep or feel the need to dig deep through the next couple of weeks. I feel like you might be doing a lot of reflection with the Hangman. This is another theme around having to think expansively or see the big picture or look at a situation from a really different perspective. But you are being called to be strong at the moment. 3 of Cups. Your soul tribe, your friendship circle, your network. There's people around you that love you, that care for you. There's fun in the air. If you think of Zara, 3 of Cups, she's traveling with girlfriends. So this would be that girlhood, sisterhood, having fun together. But also if you're going through a tough time with the Strength card and the heart of the reading, it shows that you have friends around you or people that care around you. Once again, the Ace of Pentacles is in the split. So it's like there is this exciting new beginning, this fresh start. A lot of you are doing it solo, whether this is single or maybe you're even going into business for yourself here as well for some of you. I'm going to shuffle and I'm going to pull the last 3. I feel like you're ready for the new, did you see that? With the Magician. Another card that connects to the infinity symbol, which I really felt for you when I pulled that Believe in the Impossible. You've actually got 2 cards with the infinity symbol. So, I mean, the biggest theme for that 10-10, there is endings and new beginnings, but you're needing to keep your vibration high. Believe that anything is possible. That, you know, the lesson of the Magician is about knowing that you have the power in your life to create change, to manifest the things that you desire, that your heart desires. So definitely focus your intention, your heart on what it is that you're trying to call or pull into your life. Wow. Big themes for the Scorpio collective. Even last week, it was a crackerjack of a reading. Another theme around recovery. This card really connects to healing, deep spiritual healing and recovery. But it comes after the Tower. So a lot of you have gone through a significant shift or change, and it's not been an easy road. With the Strength card and the heart of the reading, like you've had to dig deep. You've had to focus on your own healing and happiness. You know, I feel like there's an element of surrender as well. Your soul awakening. Now, 10-10, remember I said it connects to spiritual awakening. I feel like a lot of you, there is this soul spiritual awakening happening in the collective. Let's get one more. Now, the Strength card even carries vulnerability, right? So you've got the Lion and you've got the Lamb. So you've got the innocence of the Lamb and the strength of the Lion, right? So there's something about vulnerability coming through this reading today. Yeah, and another 5 of Wands, change, challenges, obstacles, difficulties, competition. Bottom of the deck, I've got Page of Swords. Now it's next to 8 of Wands and Queen of Swords and Tower. Now that Tower is with 7 of Swords and Ace of Swords. So some of you, the Tower moment, there was a truth that was revealed. A lot of you might have had an aha moment, and I don't think it was easy. And for a lot of you, it was around a relationship with the Lovers. Not for all, but certainly there's a theme around relationships, particularly romantic. Seven of Swords can be a person being deceptive, not being honest. Tarot moment, something could be revealed because it comes with the Ace of Swords. Now, I've just seen the peak there of the Ten of Pentacles. For some of you, there was a marriage or a commitment or a long-term commitment of some kind. But it's like, yeah, there's something about the truth setting you free in a situation. Now, there is a lot of communication here with the Eight of Wands and the Page of Swords. So I don't know what this communication is connected to. It could be text messages going back and forth. Page of Swords can be where you perhaps see something online, learn something. You know, it can be the watcher of tarot. So I don't know if you've observed something or come to know something, and that's part of your tower. So let's count it. You've got the Lovers, you've got Justice, you've got Judgment, you've got Strength in the heart of the reading, you've got Magician, you've got Star. You have 6 major arcana out of 9 cards. It doesn't happen very often in readings. It's a pretty powerful time in the collective. And no matter what you've gone through, because I definitely feel like there's challenges you're facing, things will come into balance. There's something about you having the strength to deal with life right now, the strength to face the truth, the strength to, you know, I feel like your soul's awakening as part of this process. And look, I really feel you've been guided towards that Ace of Pentacles. We kept seeing it. And that can talk to fresh new start, a new beginning. Definitely a time to keep your vibration high and to believe that anything is possible, that nothing is impossible. Infinity symbol. 2 cards plus the Star card, which connects to dreams being realized. And because it's major arcana, there's, you know, this is significant. This is perhaps like achieving something that your heart truly desires, that you've always wanted. Because I feel like you might feel it's impossible, but the universe knows it's not. And this is a card of faith, hope, and optimism, and it does follow the Tower, and it's showing up in your reading. So it's a time of deep healing, reformation, spiritual awakening, keeping your vibration high and focusing on what you're trying to manifest in your life. And yeah, you have got a lot of love and support around you with the 3 of Cups. So that's where I'm going to leave it. I hope you enjoyed it. God bless you all. Love and light.